All my dentists, I need you guys' help. All my dentists, I need you guys' help. You know anything about some dental work, some teeth work, need your help. Hit me ASAP. Get it ASAP. So go with the mouth. And guys, we are back to the live Raw Mimi and Lump show, but I miss my partner in crime today, Mimi. Unfortunately, one of her teeth in her mouth is giving her some real pain and her face is swollen. And I told her I would not ask for her to come on the show, nor would I bother her to be on the show. But if you guys can get some prayers out to her, and then if you got some people that can do some dental work for her, please send them this way, please.
Oh, sweet. Hey, little baby.
Hey, Uncle. Hey, Mimi. Hey, Uncle. Yeah, but if you guys had a great week, that'd be so awesome. But if you guys were at some events over the past weekend, down here we started our spring break Friday, so the kids are out of school. But we did go to a nice, very, very nice event in New Braunfels, the Cowboy Up, which it is part of the ProMac and also part of the NASCAR Tour 3A. And we did have some very, very experienced NASCAR promoters in the building. Mr. Dennis Brown was in the building. He gives the U.S. Open. He gives the Capitol Classics, the U.S. Capitol Classics in Washington, D.C. in August. I apologize for that, Dennis Brown. We know you don't get a U.S. Open. We know it. I messed up on that. But, we also had Mr. Muhammad, the Compete Nationals, was in the building. Muhammad was in the building. Yes, he was in the building. We also had Mr. Lane. Mr. Charlie Lane was in the building. And he was one of the arbitrators in the building. And he used to give the Gator Nationals back in the day. It was a while ago. But he used to give that Gator Nationals. I tell you what, if you guys went down there, I'm sure he took you guys out there gator hunting. And gator hunting mean that whoever competitor got in front of you, that was the gator that you had to hunt. But and then we also had Mr. Terry Kramer in the building, which you guys know that's the most experienced judge we have. Now he has glasses, but he is the most experienced judge we have. He was in the building. He also gives a tournament, but he's also at every NASCAR tournament that they have. He's at it. Whether he's competing in the 40+ division, the 40+, or whether he is judging the 18+, he's there. But he was also in the building. We also had some other people in the building. The ProMac president, Miss Holly, was in the building. We got to give it up to all of them. Stand up ovations for these people. They do a lot of work. We also have Mr. Joey Perry in the building. That's a good guy. Mr. Perry is a very, very good guy. We also had Mr. Cornell Lovelace and his Revolution Squad in the building. Gypsy was in the building. Mimi was in the building. What? Yeah, Mimi was in the building. We also had Team All Out in the building. And we also had a few other people in the building. No, I'm just playing. But it was a great event. Friday, we got in pretty late due to parent duties. But we got there. I think I saw maybe about 1 or 2 fights, maybe. But I just heard about the excitement of what I did miss. So I'm not going to give you any input on that because I didn't see it with my own 2 eyes. Really not left there with 1. But hey, Saturday. If you wasn't where you were supposed to be, I tell you what, you missed out. Meaning that if you wasn't at your ring, you missed out. What? And what I mean by that was mean that you just missed your division at the time that you were supposed to be there. Yes. But also, they put on a live nighttime finals. I had to give them up for that. It was live. It ran smooth. I like the change up that they did for their finals. It was unbelievable. Stage wasn't too high and everything. I liked it. I think we got to do something to, you know, judging up there on the stage, making sure that they are in good safety. They still got those big lightings behind them. And if a competitor come towards them, guess where they're going to move to? Out the way. They're not going to take that hit to stop that competitor from running into those lightings. But that's just my opinion. And like I say, opinion is like an asshole. We all have one. Yeah. So tournament ran on time. Ran on time from beginning to end. If a ring was stopped or you didn't see anything going on at the ring, that's because the time of all the divisions from 10 to 12 was completed, or from 12 to 2 was completed, or from 2 to 4. I tell you, we got about a good 3-hour break before nighttime final started. That's awesome. It's pretty awesome. That's a nice little break to have. I'm used to come out of there maybe 5:30, 6:30. Final started 7:30. It's like, damn, what was the break? But no, and then they did some very, very different things for their finals. It wasn't a bunch of divisions that just went on back to back to back to back to back to back. They put out shows that kids come up and perform. Saw a few underbelts up there performing. Saw some junior black belts up there performing. Then they had a few battles with the junior grands, adult grands. Big shout out to Joey Castro. K-Talk was in the building too. Yeah, Mr. Joey was in the building showing out. He said it was time for him to put a show on for the world. And he put a show on, I tell you guys. Yes, he did. Smooth kata. Yes, smooth kata. I'd be scared to see Mr. Joy in the streets. He hit you with some of those moves he do in his kata, and his uniform snapping and papping like that. That's like he sticking his finger through your stomach, pushing it all the way back till he touch your spine with his index finger, and then pull it back through and try to grab it one piece, maybe about 1.5 inches of your intestines with his thumb on the way back. That is his pow finger. His pow finger. Yes. No, big shout out to them. And the young man that he went against was nice too. It was traditional versus creative. Big shout out to Mr. Daryl Lewis. I missed him compete, but I can only imagine. And when I can't wait to see the video, Gandhi Lewis, I'm speaking of, you guys, not Daryl Lewis, the whoever sports player you're thinking of. I'm talking about Daryl Gandhi Lewis was out there with the guys trying to show that he still got some of those skills to be out there with them. And he brought his little squad too. Yes, it was nice. It was packed. Super packed. I'm telling you, competition was lit. Very lit, from the underbelts that I got to see to the adults that I got to see compete. It was nice. Very, very, very excited for them. Can't wait to see what they got in playing next year. I did stay at the Ghost Hotel. I was scared. I tried to sleep in the truck, but for some reason my sister wanted to go in there, and she made me go in there because she pulled her gun out on me and pointed it and said I had to go. I had to go in there with me. And I was like, please don't make me go. Please, I don't want to go. Master, I don't just want to go in there. Please. And I went in there, and I was scared as hell. I never slept with a picture with a family on it just staring at you in the middle of the night when you just turn over and just look up, and you just see them just run. And I was like, sister. And she didn't even wake up. She didn't even wake up until she heard me go in the bag. Then she jumped up. Where are you going? I was like, I don't know. And I had to just freeze up, like, and she was like, no, don't leave me in here. And I was like, I'm scared. I'm just scared. I don't like ghosts. I'm scared. I watched too many scary movies. And Spell was one of the last scary movies I saw. So Spell is really kind of just messed me up in the inside. And I'm trying to find my way back down here to earth with these people. But that hotel, and then the, let's say, excited theme event that went on during about 10:30 at night, I thought the city was about to be purged. And the only people that understand that is the people that was out there seeing what I saw. I saw 50 Jeep Wrangler trucks come through, looking like the Purge truck that was on there when the young lady jumped out with the AK-47. About 40 of those came through the hotel parking lot, had a speaker on the back of it that sounded like a speaker that be on the back of one of these guys' bicycles when they riding around trying to act like they got a motorized vehicle. You know that. You guys know what I'm talking about. So it was so loud. And Mimi wanted to try to video them, and I was so shook at the moment because it was like, what's going on? Wait. Never saw this. I told her, put her phone down. These people get ready to purge these people around here, and you're going to pull your phone out and try to video it, put that phone down. And we went in the bit. We just went in the hotel. But it was just crazy because they had a nice little event go on in the middle of the little church part. I don't know what was going on. I didn't go over there. I went to the room there. And I just felt like I should just stayed in the car. But the tournament was hella cool. I'm gonna give them props for that. I'm gonna give them props for the way it ran, for the way that they treated everyone. They definitely tried to compromise for a lot of things. Somehow my student got signed up for their inter-school event. I don't know how the hell that happened, but he ended up in there. They did give him a refund for that. When we do look at the flyer on the internet, it does says all sales final, no refund. A lot of people mean that shit. Go to a lot of stores in the lower community areas, just all sales final, no refund. So they definitely broke that for that person. I appreciated that. We definitely did still have to pay for the other division on the correct part of it, but yes, just to get that back and just not like make him have to take a sucker loss on that. Like, oh well, he signed up for it, so they definitely broke their rule for that. One thing I do have to say is that you guys get prepared for a lot of rule changes going on. I'm excited for a few things. Went to the level 1 certification judges meeting, I should say, or exam testing. You gotta read the rule book. You better read the rule book. I tell you that. You better read the rule book. You better pay attention to what events you are at, for your own safety, for your students' safety, for you not to be looking like a fool because you don't know what you're talking about. Safety. Yes. Very interesting, I have to say. We ran with 2 different rule settings, meaning that the black belts had NASCAR rules and the underbelts had ProMac rules. Maybe 60% of them are the same. Maybe 40% are different. If you wasn't paying attention to what you were judging, you might have had made a mistake or 2. We saw that go on. But everybody was willing to compromise. We could tell there was a lot of new judges, nervous judges out there. It's okay to be nervous when you're judging some black belts and you know that they're going for the medal, the honor, the name in the book, the name in the history of that tournament's listing. You have to be cautious on what are you doing when you're sitting there judging. Are you paying attention? I judged forms over the weekend. It was tough. Big shout out to all the judges that do it, just like the judges that do it for the fighting. It's tough, but forms is very tough. I liked it the way that they had the sheet laid out. Plus and minus is very easy to do, especially if you're paying attention. I come from a forms background. Yes, we have that. We used to have to do it at tournaments, for sure, hands down. I also knew how to be able to judge and what to look for because I also have close friends that's world champions in it, and I ask questions, and they give me some great answers, so I know what to look for. I'll never try to give anybody a score because they come talk to me more than I talk to the other person in the division. That's never not going to be me. I just choose not to judge it because I like to be moving around. I'm too excited. So judging forms and one of these kids do something, I'll be ready to jump out the chair. So why have me sit there and do that, and then you know that somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, well, he's gonna give them that because what he just did." Maybe. So I just sit on the sideline and just see what the scores of those judges that sit up there and watch it. But fighting, you got me. I love to watch it. I'm very excited about fighting. I think that some of the judges we have sometimes just call what other judges call, not really paying attention. It's a blind side if they're both are not on your if the scoring part of the body is not on your side for your eyeballs to see. There's no way that because the judge on the other side saw it, you saw it. You can't do that, especially if you don't move. We had a few of that go on a little bit of this weekend. But hey, like I say, they're beginners. It's level 1. Before they get to level 2, they have to get more experience out there judging and being able to understand about moving around with fighters and sitting down with forums. There's a difference. Sometimes you sit down in the finals for fighting as well. And I think that's pretty tough for those judges. But I'm just, giving my opinion. Big shout out to all the winners yesterday at the event. We definitely had some winners that took over the event. Mr. Cameron from Kumite, Mr. Bill Viola School, won the heavyweight 18 plus grand. The 18 plus open weight was part of the 18 plus men's team winning. Actually, no, he didn't win open weight. I do apologize for that. He didn't win open weight. That's big shout out to Alex. Alex represented. He won that open weight division. Shout out to Leo, Bears Karate, because they came with a squad. He won the 18 plus lightweight grand. Shout out to Miss Haminia, Revolution, 18 plus women grands, and I think 18 plus women's open weight as well, if I'm not mistaken. It was live. Some great fights, I tell you. Can't believe it. You guys got it? Since my partner not here, we're not going to keep you long today. I just wanted to give a big shout out to Mr. Cowboy Up, representing New Brunswick, Texas. Put on a lovely tournament. Lovely event. Look forward to next year. Look forward to all of the rest of the years, too, that's coming. And also all of the rest of the events that's coming up soon here. Because this weekend, we're traveling down to Brownsville, Texas. Alex and Miss Eva will be putting on their event, TKOA event this weekend. Can't wait to see the excitement of that one because last year it looked exciting from some of the videos I saw. Now I get to see it up close and really see what some of these Southern Texans bringing to the table up here. When you get some of these East and West Texans down there to that event. Look forward to it. I'm sure that's going to be a great event. I'm sure we're going to have some good fighting go on as well for the adults and juniors. Make sure you train hard this week, you guys. All right? I'm not going to keep you guys, so I hope everybody have a blessed week. Stay safe. If you work in the dentist field, if you work in there, please reach out to Mimi on Facebook, Instagram. I think she got her OnlyFans page too. Something like that. All right? You guys stay safe. Y'all have a great week.
You know what I need you to do? You know what I need you to do?
What you need me to do?
I want to make me a sandwich with some chips. Do what you know how to do. Period.
Whoa.
Thank you very much.
Boom. All right. Peace out, y'all.